What's up, everybody? Welcome back to OnlyFarts. Thank you. Great to be back. Took a little day off. You need them. Personal days. Get some. All right, before anything, your favorite part. Let's plug up top. If you like me, which I know you do, you love me. You sure you do. At DamnItBrad, at Chef Asshole on Instagram. If you're one of the kids, which I know you are, join the TikTok army. 34,000 strong, baby, just as today. At dammit_Brad. And if you love the pod and you want to give me a little De Niro, a little bit of Robert De Niro, that's patreon.com/onlyfarts. I don't know why I just had a fucking aneurysm trying to figure out a link that I've plugged every week, and yet nobody jumps on board with that. But it's all good in the hood, kids. Does it sound weird when a white guy says that? Absolutely it does. It sounds like I'm picking up the newspaper, and I go, well, it's all good in the hood. And then I just grill 20 burgers in a row. Because that's the whitest thing you can do as a white guy, is to say it's all good in the hood. Because it isn't. Because you live there. That's why it's not good in the hood. You gentrified it. Everyone's a dad. God, man, I've had a whirlwind of a week and a half, man. Let's start easy. I think I lost my job. I'm pretty sure I lost my job. It's not a big deal. These things happen. I have a track record. Things don't go the way you love them, and it is what it is. No hard feelings. I'm here. I'm still standing. You guys ever seen that TikTok where Elton John he's gotten so old at this point where he doesn't even enunciate his lyrics? There's a video that just goes, I'm still standing. And then in the actual subtitles say dill danding because he's not saying words anymore. I wanted to get that famous. Like, let's say I was doing a stand-up tour and I was just mumbling through my jokes and everyone just still laughs because they know exactly what joke I'm talking about. That's how big I want to be. I want to be covered in feathers with giant bedazzled sunglasses and saying, I'm dill danding. And everyone's like, yeah, that song. I still know that song. He doesn't, but it's all good. You know? I want to be an actor. Actor? Actor. I've been pursuing it since I was just about 13. But technically, I guess, no, I wasn't. I started pursuing it when I was in my early 20s. 22. Let's say that. That's when I really started pursuing. I started acting at 13, but I pursued at 22. Because you can't pursue if you're not going on auditions or at least trying. I was doing shows, but I wasn't pursuing because I wasn't being paid, or at least attempting to get paid. You get the gesture, right? I've been in LA now for 3 years, and I have stayed far away from this as long as I possibly could. And I decided to do background work because we've gotten to that point. And listen, if you like doing background work for the company, because a lot of you guys are fucking weird out there. The people I met this time around, great people. Not awesome people, the best people I ever met. Nobody's better. I've met some really cool people on the set. But however, if you want to do background work to make a living, if that's how you do it, all the power to you. I'm not going to stop you for sitting around for 12 hours and making literally no money. I'm not going to knock you for that. Free meals and snacks. Who doesn't love that shit? But the actors who are doing it as a way to get into this business, oh my God, I've never seen a farther tunnel. Oh my Lord. Background acting, okay. This is something I heard that just bothered the shit out of me. And I'm only throwing them in the... Okay, so it was for a sports team. Let's just say it's a team in LA and it's the Rams. Okay? It's that. I don't like sports. We all know this. If you're first day of the podcast, here you go. Drama kid telling you about sports. Here it is. When I hear... When I hear actors, I was waiting to get fitted. See how LA this is getting ready? I was getting fitted after they told me to bring my own clothes. I went out of my way and bought a fucking $20 collared shirt that I didn't need. So I was not fucking happy about that. I'm like, God damn it, I'm already down 20. They get in, they're like, go to the fitting. I go, why would you tell me to bring clothes if you knew you already had it? The wardrobe lady, she was scary as shit. Oh my God, she was tiny, full of energy, and she's just like, those are too tight on you. You don't look good. Sort of being like, She literally touched this guy, and she's like, "You look great." And she was under the shirt, and I'm like, "Ma'am, I don't think we're sizing up anymore. And now I think we're sizing down. We're trying to feel, oh, that's a well-endowed gentleman." Sexual harassment, as we called it back in high school. Harassment. We watched a whole video. They said harassment. Because, of course, every VHS that came to Boca was from some New Yorker. Let me tell you about sexual harassment. Because it's never harassment. It's harassment. And it's so much funnier to say harassment. How does someone take you seriously and be like, "Oh, God, someone harassed me. I got sexual harassed." It definitely has to be a Jewish man, too. "I got sexually harassed down the street. You're never going to believe it." It's like, no, because what you're saying sounds fucking hilarious. She's sexually harassing this kid, and I'm waiting for my clothes. I'm trying to be patient, but I'm already not happy that I'm there. I'm like, oh, my God, let's see if this is worth it. It pretty much wasn't. Total's going to be 8-hour day. It was at 10. We didn't get out till 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey! Love that. You know what I love doing? Sitting around as a coach on my cell phone and nobody telling me any kind of direction and being like, "All right, you guys are great." We didn't do anything. Half of the other coaching staff were talking in a circle and not like an athletic way, being like, "We need to set the plan. We need to get the plays in motion. We're down by fucking 10. Not that. It was just like, "So this one time I had this audition that you probably didn't have." That sort of talk was happening on this side, and on my side, I was just like, "So you do background work?" I was that guy. I was like, "So you do background work?" He's like, "Yeah, just do background work. I'm getting my daughter into background work." I'm like, Jesus Christ! She's like, "I just want to see if she, she's down for it. I want to just see if she's down for it." Put a bullet in my goddamn mouth. Are you serious? This is what I'm doing? I'm saying, how's the weather? For the last 6 hours, we're on the field standing. There's literally 2 teams running plays for hours. I feel terrible. One, because I'm making more money. I'm making the same amount of money as them, and they're doing actual work. They were literally trying to be a convincing football team. Oh, by the way, the actual Rams absolutely are not there. Apparently, we find out this is not a commercial. It's the pre-roll before the game. So when you're sitting in a stadium, you're like, "Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you make it down to your seats." And then you just see people running a play, and then there's like font where it's like, "Make sure you check your ticket for this. So if you send this ticket, we'll throw you out for sitting in the wrong seat." That sort of shit is the commercial. That's why there's a bunch of coaches blurred out in the back. You see me on my phone looking at fucking OnlyFans pages being like, "Nope, nope, 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 nope. Ooh. Oh, shit. They're rolling on me." I saw the camera on me, but I know the camera didn't see me. Does that make sense? If you make eye contact with the camera from that far and it's on a fucking dolly, chances are I am the last person. I am the last person that they're looking for. I literally could have taken my pants off and started peeing on the field, being like, "Let's go Rams, let's go Rams." They're like, "Yeah, coach in the back, can you when you pee, make sure you do it and you're spelling out the team's name right." Like, that's the sort of direction I feel like I could have gotten, but I got nothing. They literally didn't say 5 words to us besides, "Hey, guys, we're going to need you to get you out of the shot for this one. All right, you guys got to come back in here and stand." We're basically blurred out bodies in the back, and they're like, "That's the coaching staff." Who the fuck would know that? There wasn't even a close-up. I know that sounds really fucking catty, and why not me? But I felt so useless. We were human cattle. They literally rounded us up, and they just threw us. I literally arrived. No one fucking greeted us, being like, "Hey, you extra? Just wait over here and we'll grab you in like 20 minutes when we get everyone checked in." That's all I had to do. Just be like, "We're going to grab you in 20 minutes. Nothing. I go, "Oh, where do I go?" They go, "I don't know. Set." Okay. So then I started to walk to the football field, which, by the way, wasn't the LA Rams stadium. Go figure. It was LA College, which I found out is a 2-year, the most beautiful fucking community college I've seen in my life. They have a fucking football team in a giant stadium. Holy shit. If I'm going to fucking fail downwards, I'm going to go to that fucking community college. Anyways, they send me down. The art department's down there. No one's on the field. It's fucking, I'm there already 30 minutes. I'm like, "Hey, guys, do you know where I'm supposed to be?" And they go, "What are you?" I go, "I'm one of the coaches." They go, "Oh, you're an extra?" And I'm like, God, that was so degrading. They're like, "Yeah, I don't know. I guess you can hang out here." And I'm like, "Wait, what?" And they're like, "We don't know. We're the art department." And I'm like, Jesus. I go back. I sit down. I'm fucking fuming at this point. I'm like, I want to get the fuck out of here. I've been here an hour already. No one's told me where I need to be. I'm not fucking happy. I'm not expecting a trailer, but just tell me where to be. As long as you tell me where to be, I'm a happy boy. Put food in my belly, the happiest boy. Give me a cup of coffee, we're in business. Well, I got food in my belly, satisfying. Didn't get coffee because I brought my own. Find out later that we don't get coffee until we leave. I'm like, dude, what the fuck is going on here? You don't even have coffee here? Like, I know I'm not important. Clearly, it is clear as shit after the 6 hours of filming. I know I am not useful. I am just a body in the back. Fine. Where the fuck is the coffee? Do you want me to get on the football field and start throwing fists? Because I will. I'll start fucking sacking everybody in this bitch, okay? See what I did there? I threw in a little football terminology. It was a waste of fucking time. If you're an extra and you want to be in Hollywood, go make your own shit, dude, because it makes no sense to me. Unless, and I was told this after by my buddies, they're like, dude, if it's not SAG or a TV show, don't fucking do it as an extra. You get nothing from that. You get a paycheck and a little bit of food. And I'm like, you know what? That's a great philosophy to look at it. I'm not a weird person who likes doing extra work for the experience to be on set. I've been on a set. I've been on many sets. Being an extra on a commercial that no one's going to see besides the people who are shoving fucking 8-foot-long corn dogs in their goddamn throat, deep throating corn dogs, be like, honey, did you grab me a beer? Oh, there's something about tickets up there. I don't give a shit about that. It's not like a kid sat out 12 hours for that bullshit. No one's going to know. Not useful. But my point was, I heard this kid over talking. This fucking irritated me no end. Why? Because I feel like I've been guilty of this conversation. He just starts going off. He's just like, I'm a Giants fan. I'm from New York City. And when he said I'm from New York City, he said it just like that. He didn't say I'm from New York. I'm originally from New York. None of that. It was, I'm from New York City. No, dude, you're from fucking Wisconsin. Don't come in with that shit. Hey, listen, I know I'm not from fucking New York. I wish I was. My whole family's from there. I live there. I bleed New York in a lot of different ways. In my characters, sure. This guy screamed, I'm from New York City. Hey, dude, grab a fucking pound of cheese and go back to Wisconsin because you are not from New York. This guy goes, huh. He starts listening to all the cliches. He goes, you guys, you don't have bagels, and if you live on that street, well, you're not really in New York. What are you talking about, man? You sound like a goddamn tourist map. Well, you guys don't know anything. And then he goes, we got Eli Manning, and someone's like, he hasn't played in over a year. And I'm like, okay, this guy is so talking out of his ass. I even knew that, and I don't watch sports. Wake up, you fucking idiot. Wake up and get the cheese curds out of your ear. You're not from New York. I'm not from New York, but I am way more from New York than you are. When you go around wild, like fucking rattling off bullshit like, oh, if you go here, then you're not this. And he was talking about New Jersey half the time. Listen, I lived in Hoboken. I still got the fucking ID. Don't talk about New York like it's fucking New Jersey. There are two different places. I'm a real New Yorker. Really, dude? Really? Let's see the shit stains you have from all the homeless men that have bumped into you. Let's see all the fucking horrible shits you have to take the next morning because you decided you were gonna have halal the night before. Really, dude? You think you're really New York? Why don't you go try to pick up a girl at multiple bars, go home unsuccessfully, and get robbed on the one? None of those things have happened to me, with the exception of maybe the homeless shit, man. You get my point. You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know sports. You don't know New York. So do me a favor and go be an extra on the fucking Green Bay Packers set. Because at least, you'd be with Wisconsin where you fucking belong. I just don't like that, man. I don't like when I'm seeing such bullshit. I know what I am. That guy might as well have been an extra on a set. He's like, I'm just trying to get in character. I'm playing a fan of the LA Rams, but I'm really from New York City. Well, first of all, drop the New York City and add the fucking New York City. You fuck. God, I hate people who are that full of shit. And I was biting my lip, being like, don't make enemies, make friends. Don't make enemies, make friends. Because all I want to be like saying is, oh, yeah? Where did you live in the city? Oh, sick. What's your favorite place to go out to? Uh-huh. Are you... Do you prefer... what train do you usually take to get to work? Where did you work? Uh-huh. Sure. Yeah, uh-huh. Cool. Where'd you work? He's just like, well, I worked on a big, tall building, mister. He's like, I worked on the Empire State Building. It's like, that's a different movie set that we're not on, buddy. Well, mister, I'll tell you this. After selling a bunch of newspapers, I figured I'm going to build the biggest, tallest building in good old New York City. Get your fucking newsy cap and go to Broadway because you're not from fucking New York. Jesus Christ. And listen, I'm guilty of going around acting like I'm from New York. Why? Because my family's from there. I fucking spent, I would say, more than a quarter of my life has now been dedicated to that fucking rat hole of a city that I love. But I will not stand for some fucking Midwestern bullshit kid talking about New York like he's from there. Fuck you, dude. You're not proving anything. We're not on a set that's supposed to be New York. We're on the LA Rams set. You know, the team that no one's a fan of. Let's be real. Let's be real. I went to the dentist for the first time in, I think, 6 years this week. Let me tell you something. If you're a dentist, you're a car salesman for teeth. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You spend so much goddamn time perfecting your smile and how great your teeth are that you're about to shove down 5 different types of upgrade prices down my throat. Well, I just thought I was there for the new patient checkup. Hey, guys, guess what? You're never there for the new patient checkup because they're about to sell you a timeshare for your mouth. Fuck dentist. All of you. The guy was fucking buttering me up. He might as well have been jerking me off while I was watching the show on Netflix as he was taking x-rays of me. He's like, yeah, so you like Netflix? Ooh, you picked the Muppets? Ooh, good job. Oh, I like the Muppets. Are you a big fan of the Muppets? I'm like, well, you know, it helps because it's from my childhood and I don't like the dentist and I don't like people touching my mouth. He's like, oh, yeah, you're a big boy at the dentist, aren't you? Oh, okay, I'm going to take 30 x-rays of you and make you wait another 30 minutes for the next doctor to come in. And while we're doing it, so we're just going to do a basic checkup. They're going to check your gums, and then we're going to do the cleaning like we told you to do. I'm like, okay. He's like, oh, not going to let you come. Here comes the next doctor. The doctor comes in and goes, hey, you new? Oh, your girlfriend recommended you. That's really nice. Oh, God. Living. Oh, yeah. We're just going to check your gums. No big deal. Hold on. Don't come yet. Okay. I'm going to start saying some numbers, and you have no idea what those numbers mean. And then after I'm saying all those numbers, they're going to be a lot higher than I told you they were supposed to be. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, your gums are fucked. You may as well be a hillbilly. We're going to have to do that deep cleaning, Brad. What deep cleaning? Oh, well, you know, you have a lot of things under your gums and they're receding, so we're going to have to go under that. So that's going to be, I don't know, another $1,500. I'm like, wait, what? They're like, did we tell you about our great plan over here that you can sign up for? Oh, my God, it's the best plan. Oh, sorry. I forgot. I stopped. I don't mean to. Let me calm you down a little bit. Let me stroke you up a little bit. Yeah, you're going to enter your information and see how much you qualify for that. And that amount of money is going to help you towards your payment today. I'm like, okay. They're like, but I'll be right back. You check on that right now. Okay. I'll be right back. I promise. They leave. I enter all my information. You qualify for $2,500. Good for you. Now with that $2,500, that's gonna go towards your payment today, and then we're gonna put you on a monthly payment with no interest. How does that sound? And I go, well, what's the point of the money? Oh, my mistake. There's no point to the money. It's more or less that we don't have to charge you more money after we give you fake money. I'm like, so it's not real money? Oh my God! Did you think it was real money? No. It's totally real money. I go, I just came here for the $96 new patient fee. Didn't you? Well, that's all you're gonna get. We're finished when you get the deep cleaning. How I didn't walk out of that place as soon as they did that bullshit is beyond me. I got cornered in a room. They had me so good. I was about to finish, and they're like, nope. Not today, you're not. Unless you get that deep cleaning, bud. We'll do that regular cleaning we told you we're going to do, and we're going to nick the fuck out of your gums to make you regret that you didn't go in for that deep cleaning. Oh, you want Novocaine? Well, it's not that strong what we're doing right now. So you're just going to deal with the little pinched nerves. Is that okay? Of course it's okay. Because we have the healthiest smiles here, and we've been working on them for years. Did you say you wanted to be an actor? Oh, sorry, I pulled a little too hard. I didn't mean to. I do this forever. I've done this with a lot of people. I hate the dentist with a borderline passion. I remember when I went to the was it the dentist or the orthodontist? It doesn't matter. They're both the fucking same person, honestly. They really are. One tells you, oh, I'm going to take out all your teeth. The other one's like, I'm going to brush them and then probably take them out as well. No cavities, by the way. I'm as surprised as you are. My orthodontist used to have a plate of Oreos as you left. Could there be more of a hypocritical thing being like, I'll see you in a week. Make sure you get those nice and deep in between your fucking molars. Would love you to come back with something extra. I'm going to give you cavities. That was his plan. He was not successful at it. But I will say that is the most baller move you could do, being like, this is what my orthodontist would do. He would brag about his small little jet. He had a jet. I guess he could brag. I don't have a jet. He had a picture of the jet on the wall, and you walked in being like, this is what I'm doing with all your money. Isn't that cool? Yeah. I'm going to insult you while I pick at your teeth. This guy was the biggest asshole. If I figured out one guy that inspired me to do comedy, it was my orthodontist, because he was the rudest fucking dick in the world. I don't even know if he's still alive, and if he is, he's probably on his jet being blown by all his fucking nurses assistant or dental assistants. I don't know. What do you call them? That guy was a horrible person. But with the Oreos, he tried to get you being like, oh, sure you don't want Oreos, you fat fuck? And I'm like, but I do love Oreos. And my mom would be furious being like, I just spent $400 to send you to the orthodontist just for you to fucking shove Oreos in your mouth the second you walked out. What's the point of the teeth cleaning? And the point is, there is no point. There never is. The orthodontist is just looking for more shit to do to you. We're going to pull out more teeth, put you under. Dude, that was the worst, getting my teeth pulled. Oh, God, is there a worse feeling? And you're shoved with Novocaine, they're fucking putting a syringe in your mouth. Is there anything scarier than getting a needle in your mouth? There's plenty of people fucking putting needles in their arms, but in your mouth? Woof. That's the worst place in the world. God, I know this is a little outdated, but can all these billionaires stop flying to fucking space, dude? Stop. We don't need space tourism. The other tourism is not doing well. Why do we need to put people in ships? I'll tell you why. Because they know something we don't know, and they're going to fly out before something hits here. And then we're all going to be fucked. And be like, man, we should have gone on that Virgin Galactic flight with that weird British dude that has way too much money and definitely sucks the soul of children. I don't know if he does. Maybe he does. Maybe he doesn't. But fucking A. What? Oh, I mean, I know it's really cool. It's a huge move for us as a species that two billionaires basically raced off to see who can get in space faster as normal humans and not astronauts. Jeff Bezos literally looks like what I think artificial intelligence is going to be like at some point in the future. He doesn't look real. Can we say that? He literally looks like the guy you get in the first stage of a video game where you get to build them from scratch. He's the first level of it before you start adding all the add-ons and the facial hair and the different body type. Jeff Bezos, you fucking meme. What are you, bro? Oh my God. He is so weird, man. He has so much money. I wish Bill Gates was as zany as fucking Bezos, because that guy is out of his goddamn mind. Did you see him when they interviewed him? He's like, ha 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 ha, yeah, I went to space. And then you got Elon Musk in the corner like a fucking bitter kid who didn't get the toy he wanted. He's just like, I'm going to focus more on a giant starship. Really, dude? Because I'm pretty sure you wanted to do that like a couple years ago and you failed. So the two other rich guys, clearly you don't hang out with, I'm guessing, went ahead of you, figured it out, touch the bit of space, and then you're sitting here being like, I'm focusing on building a Millennium Falcon. Millennium Falcon. Is that a good Elon Musk? I feel like it's decent. I'm building a Millennium Falcon, and I'm going to have a DJ booth for my girlfriend and my robot child. Does that sound good? Of course it sounds great, Elon. Build the fucking Millennium Falcon. Sure, dude. Do it. We're all waiting for it. That's where we're like, you know what? If anything in this earth we need is a replica of a made-up spaceship. Please build that. Are you kidding me? No one cares. Space travel's cool. I'm not gonna really act like that's not a cool thing. But when it's the weirdest, richest guys who are just doing it cuz. No, we have a rat kingdom building in Los Angeles and New York City because of garbage with homeless people and shit. But sure, go play moon landing with each other, you fucking weirdos. Go, oh, we're so rich. We're going to touch the next part of the atmosphere. Clean up the street with all your money. That's more important to us. Nobody cares that you went to space because we step in syringes and shit most of the time. And you're worried about, I want to take this 90-year-old woman to space that I've met once. Cool, dude. Mop up the floor because there's shit everywhere. No. Move to Texas. Move to Texas with more homeless people because it's so cool over there. Sick, dude. Clean up the streets. You have enough fucking money. God damn it. The government probably has enough money. But that guy definitely has fuck you money to like... That guy, we could literally rob him of his house. He goes, sick. Well, I have like 100 more of these. So whenever you can get to the other ones, then I'll start being a little concerned. And his money's in probably different countries and shit. They're fine. Give us some money. We'll clean up the street. We'll get rid of the rats. We'll get rid of the Rat King being like, I run on trash and in diarrhea. It's just a Rat King on a pile of fucking shit trash bags full of other rats. So basically he's just sitting on one giant rat. I always think of the Sewer King from Hey Arnold. That's my reference. We are winding down. Let's end with a couple questions because I'm pretty wound up here, guys. I'm pretty wound up. All right. I got one question this week. This comes from my good pal Max. How do you recognize red flags? Oof, that sounds personal. Well, here's the thing. I think in life, when you're in the moment with these certain situations, it's a bit harder to decipher what is okay and not okay. When you're already skeptical of a person going into a situation, it's easier to spot off the red flags, as we call them, right? The things that make us stand out. But hey, if you're like in like with somebody, that's when all the red flags get buried into this tight laundry bag of other bullshit that you're playing off because you want to fuck them. You place it in this stuffed up bag, put it over your back, and you'll be like, well, I'll deal with this sack later. And then that becomes the mountain of laundry that you didn't take care of after weeks of somebody tell you, do your laundry, you're running out of underwear. I saw you reverse your underwear 5 times this week. I know you don't have clothes. And then you're going to open their bag, and then it's going to explode in your face, and that's going to be all the things that you were pushing back in the first place. Hey, when your friends tell you about the red flags to your face, they're not being dicks. They're being real. We need to start separating being real and being a dick. To be a dick is saying, fuck her, she sucks. That's one thing. But she says, hey, dude, fuck her. I saw her do this, this, and this. Or I saw him do this and this. Fuck that dude. They're not bullshitting you. They know what's good. Red flags were always there. You chose to look at them or not. And I'm assuming when we're talking about red flags, we're probably talking about dating. It's hard. I mean, with people too. If people come off sus, here's a big one. If that person's not making eye contact with you and you're about to go into business with them, don't. I don't care how autistic they are. Don't do it. If you're going into business with someone, you should trust them. You should feel like you have some kind of rapport and relationship. Not some, you look like someone that can help make things happen. No, have a rapport. You don't need to be best friends with them. You just need to know that you can trust them. And listen, in this life, you can't trust anybody, but you got to feel like you can trust them. There's a difference between trusting people. You shouldn't trust anybody. But if you're going to, feel like you could if there was a world where you could. Someone's going to fuck you at some point. It's just the facts of life. We all get fucked. We all learned our lesson. And there's more than likely an option that that person is going to fuck you in some way. But hey, if they're holding you down and fucking you and you're into it, by all means. What's up? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I had a blast ranting about dentist. And if you like me all, subscribe button, all that jazz, Spotify, all that good stuff. And as always, bye.